when we have our True Light Freestyle Blonder, this is a clay lightener with the mineral oil and the arginine complex. Alright, complex here.
And how to light it again, freestyle.
And we're not going to use heat on this one, okay? Or the other one either. So we're not using heat on any of our lighteners.
Highlight.
Not
anything.
even for 2 or 3 minutes. This one is strong.
No
Yeah.
heat.
No heat, not even for 1 minute, not even for 30 seconds. We're not using heat on any of our lighteners, okay? So
No heat
if we
on
need
no.
help lifting more, we take finer sections, fully saturate, and use our appropriate activators. We also want to make sure that, you know, what is this going to do? So this says that it's going to lift up to 7 levels, okay? Now I'm going to tell you that our True Light Freestyle Blonder is not going to be the blonding one that we're going to get those super light balayage. Like, we're not going to get super, super, super light on this one. Even though they tell us that it's 7, I'm going to tell you from experience, it's going to be a little bit lesser than that. And it's going to give really beautiful sun-kissed results. It's not to get that bleachy blonde.
Like
this is
Lola.
like beach vibes all the way. This is to give it that really sun-kissed look. It's more for the technique and that whole appearance of it. And the way that we mix this one is 1 to 1.5, and then 1 to 2. So this one, we don't have a 1 to 1 mixing ratio. It's just 1 to 1.5 to 1 to 2. And we can use 20, 30, or 40. Now, I told you already, you know, TG says, oh, these are the things to say, oh, if you guys use this one, these are what the results are gonna be. You can use 5 volume, you can use 8.5 volume, absolutely. But why? If you're trying to lift a little bit more, right? And this one is off scalp only. Only. Because if this goes on scalp by mistake, what happens as this is processing, it hardens on the outside. It hardens on the outside and it stays moist on the inside, allowing the product to work. And if we put this on the scalp, that's gonna hurt our guest. So this is not to go on the scalp, period. The other ones can, our True Light and our True Light White, but our Freestyle Blonder cannot go on scalp. Okay? And this timing is 40 to 45 minutes. But that is also a really cool thing too, that it hardens on the outside, because if we're going to do like balayage or something with our True Light or our True Light White, we might have to reapply, right? Because it starts to dry out. So this is gonna feel like it's drying out on the outside, but it's gonna keep working. Have you guys used this one?
Yes.
You look like you've used it. Your eyes told me
No.
you used it.
This one, you didn't use it. Just like that.
So, do I have any questions on the Freestyle Blonder?
No, very good.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So we have a couple of products that are really excellent, like for little tools, right? We have our gloss, which is from our gloss line. This is clear, okay? It has meadow foam in it. So this product gets actually pretty foamy, and it really adds a lot of great shine into the hair. You can use it alone, or you can use it with any of the other products, whether it be Creative, Gloss, Lift, any of those other
So
products
if they
too.
want to shine, so we can use just.
Yes, absolutely.
How
Like
much?
if somebody came in and they wanted to shine, you could use the Gloss Clear with a 5 volume activator. It would be
20
beautiful.
minutes.
Oh,
Up to 20 minutes, absolutely.
Heat?
No heat.
No, no heat.
No heat.
no heat.
No.
It's
No
no
heat.
heat required.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on every page. No heat.
Yeah, no heat. Yeah.
For
I know how
So-
hard it is sometimes as stylists to move away from those habits, but just giving it a challenge, because sometimes
Yeah.
we get into a habit, but maybe we didn't even try it without it yet, right? Like sometimes people will put salt on their food and they didn't even taste it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, how do you know you need salt?
that's true.
You know, oh, but I need salt.
It's not like.
This is what I'm used to.
Mhm.
This is my habit.
Yeah.
So making sure that we stay away from bad habits and, you know, just challenging yourself to try it, just to see.
So 00 is just glass clear.
Yeah.
So creative, 10/0. This is from our creative line, 10/0. This is normally gonna be like a level 10 natural, right? But what this can do is it can help lift dark banding. And if you're using a 30 or 40 volume, and let's say for instance somebody has like a banding on there, it'll shift that band to make it look lighter in appearance. Okay, and I put up to 15 minutes because you know when I told you earlier, we kind of split the time where half of the time it's lifting and then half of the time it deposits tone.
Yes.
So if we're trying to lift a band up with permanent hair color, 15 minutes is pretty much all we need because we mostly just need to lift it. We don't really need to deposit tone at that point. Okay?
To
the
what
lift-
level?
Oh,
What
okay.
level hair?
Well, it just depends on what level you're working with. So I've used this on Pope Riot, like pink hair, and it'll lift it out, it'll clean it up, it'll take it out of the hair.
Pure pink?
Pure pink.
Pure
So
pink.
I suggest trying these things first beforehand. But yes, that was my experience. And I did 30 volume actually, but you could do 30 or 40 volume. And the same with the Mixmaster Clear. So this is another hero product that we can use as a great tool. This actually will lift and shift previously tinted hair. And then if you can use it alone or you can mix it in with your formula. So when I used it alone, I was able to get almost the same thing for banding. It'll just lift it out really slightly. Obviously, the darker tones are harder to move,
Yes.
okay? Because the tones are harder and they're stronger. No heat. And with this one, I did 30 or 40 volume, and also, this is an eyeball. Just so you guys know, that's an eyeball. That's my drawing for you guys.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sometimes we have clients, they come with green hair and they want to change totally to different. How
I
you
would-
should lift that green?
I would recommend doing something like, if this is gonna be for just certain spots, we're not gonna wanna do this to the whole head for timing purposes,
Okay.
you know, but and you could, if you did a test strand and you're like, that's the way to go. I always say test strand, because you test strand it and it'll show you what you need to know, right? But something like that when they have green all over, I don't know if you guys carry, do you guys carry Malibu Sea? No? Okay. You can do something like the cleanse also, which is almost like a shampoo cap, where you're mixing either True
shampoo
Light or
bleach,
True Light White and with shampoo and water.
No
And-
peroxide.
And then you could even do a cleanse. There's clean and cleanse. And then you
Don't
could,
have it.
I'll go over that later with you and we can kind of go into it deeper. But basically it's like a shampoo cap to help clean that out. But like, let's say they only have like a strip of green.
Yes.
I think this is gonna work great. Let me see. I have to show you
If
guys.
it's
the
a whole
picture.
head, it's better to do
No.
like shampoo bleach.
I'm gonna
Say
show
that
you the
shampoo-
picture
Yeah.
because I think it's impressive.
Peroxide.
And
Yeah, no,
Put that back
water
on.
and shampoo.
And bleach.
Shampoo, some water and bleach, yeah.
okay,
When
when doing when doing hair color and deciding whether or not to use that permanent hair color or not, I think that it just depends on what type of hair do they have. Have you tried lifting it before? Have you had challenges before? What kind of test strands have you done? You know, where are you starting from? This is a great place to start to do a test strand with. Absolutely. I want to give you guys that. I really want to show it to you guys because I think you guys are going to like it as much as me. So I did Pulp Riot in the hair. What are you guys using for your vivid color line?
For head, for bed head?
Well, like for like pink, if somebody
Yeah,
wants
from
pink.
bed head.
So this one back here is 10/0 and it processed 5 minutes.